Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. It is hump day, halfway through the week, and one day closer to higher silver prices. I say that because I got a good topic today. I think it's a good topic. I was actually reading through the comments. It's getting harder and harder to find topics to talk about. So I almost pretty much just read through the comments until something intrigues me. And I say, you know what, that's a good topic. And because here it is late. It's almost 3 in the morning now, and I'm just getting to the video. So I think it's going to be a good topic. I'm going to talk about two different things. The first thing is we're going to talk a little bit about the premiums and why I believe the premiums kind of do matter. I know a lot of people say that, you know, the premiums really don't matter because at the end of the day, silver is going to go so high that, you know, the $2-3 ain't going to matter. And to a certain point, I agree with that, but not 100%. And I'm going to say why here in just a minute. And then I also want to talk about a second comment that came up about being so kind of focused, I guess you can say, that when you spend money, you actually think about how many ounces of silver you could get if you didn't buy whatever it was you were getting ready to buy. I just kind of want to be able to see that. Something about just looking at the different ounces. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too. If you guys enjoy the video, please help me out by hitting that thumbs up button. It helps me out more than you know, because if the thumbs up gets hit on the video, YouTube tends to show it to more people that liked similar type videos like this. Or if you watch this video and then you go watch another video, if you like this one, then chances are you like that one. And they associate that. So when other people like that video, then they'll send them over here to watch this video. So please help the algorithm, help me by hitting that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on anything that I talk about. If there's something you just want to say or hear a video on, go ahead and leave a comment. I don't see every comment. I'm not going to lie to you. With 3,500 videos now, it's hard for me to get to every single comment. But I do my best to try to catch it. Also, if you would hit that subscribe button, and if you would like to become a member, we do membership events every month, plus your comments go directly to my phone now. However, we don't have that many members yet. We only got 49 members, so the members events are really fun because you have an opportunity to win some free silver, and with only 49 people participating, it's $1.99 well spent, in my opinion, and the odds are pretty good for $1.99. Okay, so let's jump right in. So first thing, the easy question, the easy approach is, why do premiums really even matter? You know, I mean, it's true. Silver's sitting now at 30 bucks, we'll say, and you're looking at, in some cases, anywhere from a $2, $3, or $4 premium, unless you're getting something that's just really cool. Does it really matter the price of the premium? You know, here's the thing. In the grand scheme of things, when silver shoots up to 50, 60, 80, 100, or even higher, is the premium going to matter? No, it's not. The fact that you have the ounces is all that matters. How much, you know, you spent on a premium when you bought it when it was back at 30 ain't going to matter. It's not going to matter in the least. But in a way, I believe it does matter. And here's why I say that. Hypothetically, if you're buying, we'll say, everybody's different. I'm just going to throw out a number real quick. Let's say you're buying 30 ounces of silver. You're about ready to buy 30 ounces of silver, and there is a $1 premium or a $2 premium on some. We'll say a $2 premium on something, and then there's a $4 premium on something else. That difference in the premiums is a difference of 60 bucks. You know, a $2 difference times 30, you're talking 60 bucks. Now, here's the thing. That also is not just a difference of 60 bucks, but it's a difference of you being able to possibly get 2 more ounces of silver, that when the price of silver goes where I personally expect it's going to go, when I tell you guys 35, 50, 75, those are not pipe dream numbers. Those are what I really believe that silver is going to shoot to. And it's going to shoot a whole lot higher. But if I sit here and I tell you guys some of the high numbers that I think silver could go to, you guys may think I'm crazy. You may think that I'm, I don't know, Who knows what you guys will think. But here's the thing. I also don't think they're going to happen overnight. And I don't think the world will be a pretty place when it happens. And, you know, that's a little scary to think about. But you take a look at Venezuela just for a minute. Think about the way it is to live in Venezuela when silver shot up hundreds of thousands of % gains. People can't even fathom that. And I know some people are like, what? How did it shoot up that high? I mean, when a currency becomes worthless, then silver can go as high as a currency can go worthless. Same thing with Weimar Germany, you know, but these were not pretty times. These were not good times at all for a lot of people. And I think a lot of people think that because we haven't seen any major events, maybe in, I could say in my part of the world, in the United States, we haven't seen anything major happen here in a long time. And I know there's a lot of people that unfortunately do live in areas of the world that is having extremely hard times right now. And maybe they don't even have time, they don't have the ability to stack because they're just focused on food, water, and that's it, just surviving. But once you have silver, you can get out of those situations. You know, if someone has silver or gold in Weimar Germany, think about that. Back when everything was going on, hyperinflation, and if you had gold, it didn't matter who you were. You could get out of a country. And I always hear this funny thing. I hate to get off topic, but I always hear this funny thing like, if you ever had to escape the country, you're going to get to the checkpoint and you're going to offer them some gold and they're just going to take you out and take it. That's a possibility. But keep in mind, being prior military, we all have a boss. We all take orders. If I'm a nobody and I'm just, because you think about it, the top dog is not sitting at the checkpoint checking your papers. The top dog is probably sitting under an umbrella somewhere, drinking a cold drink, just watching stuff happen. And if you quietly told me, hey, I'll give you this gold coin if you let me through, just as normal, just keep me going, like you looked at my papers. You know, here's the thing. Could I take it from you? Yes, I could. But if you make a scene, there's a chance my superior is going to come over. And then he's going to hear the word gold, and he's going to want the coin. And he's going to take it from me. And then I could get in trouble for trying to take it and pass it off like that, low key. So chances are I'm just going to keep quiet, take the coin, and mosey you along. Because the further you get away quietly and I'm holding the gold, the more likelihood it is that I'm going to keep it. You know, a lot of people just have this belief that, you know, no matter what, they're just going to take it from you and take you out of the picture. No, because then you run the risk of making a scene and them losing it. A little off topic. I shouldn't be getting too off topic, but it's something to think about because I hear it all the time, these comments of, oh, they're just going to come and take your preps. They're going to take your food. They're going to have pew-pews. I mean, if you've been prepping for years, chances are you probably have a pew-pew. And we're not going to get too much into prepping on this video because we talk about it a lot, too. We just haven't talked about it in a little bit. But now on to the second part, because like I explained, the difference on the premiums is not the amount of money you save, the fiat money. It's the fact that you might be able to get an extra ounce or two, and that ounce or two is going to go a whole lot higher, and it's going to make a big difference later in your stack, in your wealth. So moving on to the second one about people that start looking at everything they buy in terms of ounces. And there's nothing wrong with that. The more you think about something, the more likelihood is you're going to be able to think, do I really need this? Is this a spontaneous purchase? You know, I don't try to get into too much religion, but I found myself talking to a young lady today, and she had put something up, a message, and it was basically about churches and how she feels every time she goes, she's being judged. And I said, well, first of all, churches, your relationship is between you and God. Churches, however, There's always going to be people in a church that's going to judge. There's always going to be people that are going to comment, not like something you do. But that doesn't matter. The fact that people, when they go to churches, they're going for another reason. And you're going to understand where I'm going with this here in like a minute. Is because the more you think about something, the more likelihood is you're going to do the right thing. When people go to church, whatever church, religion that is, whenever they read the Bible, they're instilling a behavior. And whenever you go and purchase something and you start thinking, man, I could buy 5 ounces with this, I get 10 ounces of silver with this, you're instilling a behavior that's going to make you think every time that you do something. And that's a good thing, because it's good to think before you do stuff. See, the world today, I believe they want you to not think. They want you to spontaneously buy. They want you to just spend your money, stay in debt. Why wait? Just do instant gratification. Don't even think about your purchases. That's how the world is. Why do you think we have TV programs versus, and look at the stuff that they do. They're trying to program people. It's funny because when I was young, I wasn't allowed to watch TV. And my mom always used to tell me, no, TVs are how they program you. That's how the devil gets in your head and programs you. And I always used to think, man, she's a little bit of a nut job, but I love her. And now I look back at some of the stuff my mom told me, and I'm like, oh my word, it's true. They are programming us, and I'm not trying to go down a religious path here, because I know some people are. It's touchy when you talk about religion in anything. I actually had that conversation with someone today, because one of the people that I kind of talk with on a regular basis, I brought up religion, and it got me into trouble a little bit, because he didn't really want to hear it. Religion and politics, you shouldn't talk about it. I'll check the subscriber count on this video and see how many people I lost right about now at the 12-minute mark. Needless to say, you want that behavior to be instilled in you. You want to make the right choices when you spend your fiat currency. Now, I say fiat currency. A lot of times I'll say the word money. We know that fiat currency, paper, is not money. We know that gold and silver is money. And the biggest factor of that, some people will say, well, no, money's whatever you want it to be. That's true to a certain point, but it's not, because there are definitions and rules that money have to be classified as money. It has to be divisible. It has to be tangible. It has to be functional. It has to be a protection of your wealth. You can't have something that you can just mass produce be money. It is what we use today, but that's just because we've been dumbed down. And, when right things start happening, like interest rates going up, that's the right thing to do. Interest rates should be going up right now. I know some people will say, no, the economy's bad, interest rates should be coming down. Here's the thing, though. You have to, when you're sick, you have to take the medicine. Nobody likes the medicine, but you have to take it. Otherwise, you don't get better. And the medicine, unfortunately, is people have to stop spending. They have to go back to saving money. They have to go to paying off the debt. They have to go back to just being a little bit more frugal with their money. You can't have everything you want right then and there. Yes, society today makes it to where we can have it with credit cards, but that's what's putting us in trouble right now. And once you realize that, to stay away from the traps that are being set. They want to snare you in a debt trap. They want to basically keep you locked up. They don't want you ever getting out of debt. Why do you think that once people start paying down their debts a little bit, they want to send out 0% credit cards? And I'll be honest, I've used 0% credit cards. I love them. I had someone tell me the other day, dude, you just got approved for a 0% credit card, man. I would take that card and I would buy a bunch of silver and gold with it. And I said, and I thought about it. But what happens then? Yes, if we see a pullback, I'd be way too in debt to buy more. If something bad was to happen, like a year or two of no economy, how hard is it going to be to pay that back? I mean, yeah, I'll be honest, credit cards are unsecured debt. And some will say, well, you don't even have to pay them. You know, I personally just say, you know, pay your bills, and that's it. Is the system fair? No, the system ain't fair. The system is rigged against us. It's rigged against all of us. But as long as we're doing what's right, I don't believe you can really go wrong. And, you know, when I take a look at gold and silver, that's wealth. That's a savings account. That's doing what's right. You start putting too much money in paper and going for more paper, then that necessarily is not right. I'm looking to see real quick if I had that big one. Here it is, right here. Look at that. Take a look at this. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions. I mean, think about the guy that held this. It now wouldn't even buy you a cup of coffee. You know, it's funny how currencies of the world are all losing value. I just got a bunch of them. Different stuff. Someone gave me an envelope full of miscellaneous money. These ones are cool. Canadian. Let's see what year this is. I know some people are bill collectors. I'm not a bill collector. Somebody gave it to me. I thought it was cool. I put it in a pile and got it sitting here. I don't even see the date on this. This note is legal tender. I just don't see a date. Oh, 1973, Ottawa, right there. Boom, right there. Okay. You know, off on a tangent, but I wanted to show you that $1 million note, or million lire, or lirish, whatever it is. You know, I wanted to show you that because, you know, the people that were saving them, they worked their whole lives just to save that. And then it all got washed away instantly. And a lot of people say that can never happen in the United States. What do you think they said in Germany when Germany was at the height of their power? That could never happen here. Look how great they were. I mean, they were building massive infrastructure. They were running the show. And then all of a sudden, it all changed. And you could say, you know, well, that was a fluke. You know, here's the thing. We're there. Right now, the United States is a superpower, in my opinion. And we are slowly losing that world reserve currency status. We're slowly losing our grip on stuff. More and more people are teaming up on us. And a day could come that's it. The dollar collapses and you have wealth if you have gold and silver. If you don't, if you have paper, you have nothing. You have an envelope full of money that someone will just hand to you because it's worthless. I can't stress that enough for people on why they should be stacking precious metals. A lot of people won't think about it that way. A lot of people don't even want to hear this. There's a lot of people out there that won't even hear this message. You know, I put the message out there to give you guys something to think about. To keep your confidence that it's coming. And when it does, as things start breaking down, big banks that control the manipulation is going to lose that ability. As the dollar loses its purchasing power more and more, as it collapses, they lose the ability. I want you to think for a minute. You've got a couple of armed guards that have pew-pews, and they're watching over hundreds of thousands, 1,000 people. I don't care. Just pick a number. They're watching over a bunch of people. Well, if all of a sudden those pew-pews don't work, they essentially lose their power. They lose their ability of control. The US dollar is the pew-pew that gives control to the elites, to the big banks. It's what keeps the system in play. When that falls, that's it. Take a look, like I said, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Cyprus, Weimar, Libya. You know, you look at any of these places and it happened to all of them. Some people understand it. Some people see it coming. Some people won't. Some people are asleep at the wheel. But they can tell you who's the top singer, who won the football game this weekend, who whatever. And I'm not saying if you watch football there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I can tell you some of the games or this and that. You know, but the truth of the matter is it's important that you're positioning yourself. A lot of people are just so far in debt they have to go work their butt offs because they got to pay their bills. And that makes them so exhausted. By the time they get home, they barely have any energy. They're certainly not going to sit 20 minutes and watch this video. So it's up to you guys what you decide to do, but I would say keep stacking. I would say watch your premiums. That extra money you save, slap that on a little bit of silver. My personal opinion, you can't go wrong, but I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an average Joe trying to prepare for what's coming, and it is coming. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you're still here, and I'll have another great video for you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.